Hey, it's me, OG Duffy, back with Comic Books Issue 2. Whew, here we go. Now, a bit of structure to it this week. What I'm going to do a news segment right at the beginning, followed by my pickups from last week, and finally, I'm going to show you my proposed pickups for this coming week, okay? And you guys might want to jump on board with some of them. You guys might not. You guys might want to just watch for fun. But either way, if you don't already do so, please hit that subscribe button, because I really appreciate your support. And you know what? It's free. Don't cost you a penny. Nada. Not a thing. Free as anything. So get it done. So let's kick off this week's comic book news. So the first news article is Star Wars related. And it's the Book of Boba Fett. Now there's a thumbnail there, okay? And what happened basically, in a nutshell, episode 2 dropped. And it showed this brand new character, Black Krrsantan. And then episode 3 dropped last week to mixed reviews, but Black Krrsantan did feature in it, okay? And because of his first appearance, the comic book prices of his first appearance in the comic books has spiked massively. And it seems to me currently, as it stands, anything featuring Black Krrsantan historically in the Marvel comic books is going through the roof, okay? So I explored this in a separate video last week. So if you haven't already done so and it interests you, go there and check out the Black Krrsantan video I did after this one, of course, and check up and see if you think it's worth investing in, etc. You might be a bit late to the cause on that one, but it'd be interesting to check out the comic book valuations based on that first TV appearance. And talking of comic book values, we're moving now. This last week, there was an original piece of Marvel artwork from Secret Wars issue 8. Okay, that's the cover of Secret Wars issue 8, and the original artwork is there. Now, this went to auction, okay, and it features the first sort of costume design with the black sort of Spider-Man outfit, which is obviously the origins of Venom and stuff, okay? Now, this fetched $3.36 million. Not pounds, dollars.
No way.
That's a lot of money, okay? So, hey, I personally got... surprised the hell out of me, you know what I mean? But hey, there you go. So nice little number there for you guys. While we're on the subject of Spider-Man, some big news. And it is this. In April this year, it is the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man and Marvel Comics, okay? And to mark this, they're redoing The Amazing Spider-Man, a new series starting with issue 1, and it is coming with 14 variants, okay? I'm just showing you a handful of the covers there. Now, some of these are sexy ads, all right? So when this drops in April, these I will expect will start going boom, okay? So I'm giving you guys plenty of warning in this week's news. So you've got plenty of warning to plan and work out which variants you want to go for, etc. And that'll be Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, of course. And that is his new series dropping in April. And finally, for this week's news, before we move on to my pickups and my proposed pickups for this next week, a bit of a strange one here. But it's first appearance news. Now, as you know, first appearances in comic books usually value a book greatly. Not so sure about this one, though, but it's a bit of a funny one, this. It's the first appearance of Poison Ivy's bush. Yes, you heard me correctly. Poison Ivy's bush. Also known as Vag. Okay, I kid you not. This is the comic they're referring to, and quite a few people have been speculating, going, oh, look, you can see. Honestly, that's just mad, isn't it? I mean, that's issue 4 of this comic book. I think it's called Death Bang or something. It's based on the animated cartoon of Harley Quinn and sort of the adult cartoon. And personally, I just think it's either a shadow or a pair of pants myself, but hey, I'm not seeing much bush or vag going on. But hey, that's just been me. The speculators out there may disagree. So, that concludes this week's comic book news. Now, let's crack on with my pickups from the last week. Firstly, this wasn't released last week, it was released the week before, but my version's only one version. My copy's only just come through, and it is this. It is for God of Hammers Part 2. Now, huge speculation on this book, okay, and the prices are hiking. I think it's because of the God of Hammers is exposed, or you can find out who the God of Hammers is, and whether that's like a new villain or what. I don't know, because I haven't read it, and I haven't been following this story arc. But this is a key issue that has been pricing up massively, okay? So I got hold of a copy of that. Now, we move on to a DC. As I told you last week, I'm a bit of a DC fanboy, as you know, especially the villains. And I got this, a Joker 11. Now, I bought this purely for the cover. I mean, look at that cover. It's beautiful. It's Harley Quinn in all her great finesse there, and this new character that's been introduced, which is to do with the Joker. I haven't read any of this series yet. I've got quite a few of these, though. Not this copy, but previous releases. So it's something I really must catch up on. So it's quite a sexy looking book. It's quite nice artwork in that. There you go, just give you a quick sample of some of the artwork. Hopefully it's picking it up all right with the camera and that. But no, sexy cover that. I really like that cover. Nice cover. So I picked that one up. Then we got this Marvel. This was an issue 1, okay. Set in the, it's about time travel, I believe. The future of the Marvel Universe revealed, and it's timeless, okay? Timeless. It's issue 1, and I think this character travels back in time to sort of change up a bit of history, because he wants to become known as the nastiest character of all, or nastiest villain of all in the Marvel Universe, or something along them lines. And he was Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror, a fairly newish character, I believe. If I'm incorrect, let me know. And go, a bit of artwork shown for you there. So that was Timeless issue 1. And then next up, I got this, a Black Widow cover. All right, I like that cover. To me, that was just, it screams, it's violent whilst being sexy, if such a thing exists. But it's a Black Widow. Okay, obviously Marvel. So Marvel, very prolific this week for me. Quite a bit of Marvel going on in there. Now, I really like that cover. The internal artwork isn't too bad. Personally, I prefer the artwork inside the comics to be a bit sharper than that. That's a bit too, I don't know, but maybe it's dulled down for a reason. It's not as bright. And if anything, it's actually, I think it's been made to look aged. It's a lot of, like, you remember the old dot matrix type print? A lot of that is prevalent in there, and in which case, quite artistic, really, if they've decided to do it that way. So, yeah, we'll have to look at that. Number 13, that is. Next up, this. Now, this come out with quite a few variants and stuff as well. Beautiful artwork in this one, all right, absolutely beautiful. Now, this is a character called The Scorched. And this is all from the Spawn universe, all right? I'll show you some internal artwork of this in a minute. It's really, really nice. And this is the Todd McFarlane cover. He's quite synonymous in the comic book world, Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn, etc. Okay, so let's get a nice image here for you, give you an idea of what we're looking at with this sort of stuff. Spawn actually appears in this, but I mean, look at that lovely, big, bright, bold comic book goodness. So that was picked up. And then my final one this week, nothing major. Now, this is the Eat Bang Kill Tour Harley Quinn. This was number 5. Now, remember in news when I mentioned a number 4 with her bush, it was from this run of comics. Poison Ivy, of course. So I've picked up a few of these now. When Harley Quinn was first on the scene, I'd pick up everything Harley Quinn related. But to be honest, after about series 2, I started picking up in series 3, but then I sort of went off the boil with my collecting of Harley, really. These are based on the animated TV show, I believe, which is quite adult in itself. And I think following the storyline on this, I mean, there's Harley with a stripper. Hey, look at that, make of that what you will. But the reason I picked this one up, right, just a bit of fun, speculation fun. A brand new villain has a first appearance in this. Hey, nothing may come of it, but you never ever know. And I just bought it for a giggle more than anything, and I've lost touch of a bit of Harley, but hey, it's so getting out the bathtub. So not all sad, really. So that concludes my pickups from last week. Let's now take a look at what I'm hoping to pick up this week and what I think I should get. Here we go. Catwoman number 39. What's not to love about this one, right? I quite like the standard cover. I think the standard cover, which I'm showing on the screen there, is quite cool. I think it's quite a nice cover. I'll be picking that up. But it's this variant here. Look at that variant. That's a 1 in 25 variant, that is, of this particular one. And I have to say, it looks really, really good. And that's by an artist called Sosa Mika. And it looks pucker. I really do like that cover. But that's a 1 in 25 variant. In this this story arc of this now, Catwoman is appearing in a strip club. Yes, a strip club. Some sort of heist going on. And she has to disguise herself as a stripper in 5-inch heels wearing a rubber cat leotard. So not much disguising going on there, and she's surrounded by similar stripper characters. Could be fun. Silk number 1. Another Marvel release, this one here. Number 1 coming out. This comes with quite a few variant covers. This 11 in total, I think. Don't quote me on that though. Quite a few variants. Now this variant I really do like. As you can see there, this is by Sabine Rich. It's a nice variant, but the main cover for this also is pretty good as well. So I might be tempted for both if I can get them, of course. We shall see. Devil's Reign, Villains for Hire. Now I believe the synopsis to the story of this is all the heroes in New York City aren't available. I'm assuming the Avengers, of course. So a bit of a tinderbox going on situation in New York. Bit riotous, I believe. And because they can't get like the superheroes to come and sort the problems out, they have to hire the villains to come and sort it out. So be interested to see how they deal with the general public in keeping law enforcement. So I looked at that one. This is number 1. Only one other variant cover to this, and I wasn't over keen on that variant cover, so I'll be trying to get just this standard 1 cover for this. Now, staying with Marvel, and again, another issue 1. It's a big week for Marvel issue 1s this week, and it's the Silver Surfer Rebirth. This looks interesting, okay? He teams up with Thanos. How that's going to work out, I really don't know, but it'll be interesting. Now, again, the issue 1 standard cover for this is pucker. I really do like it. And I think this week, Marvel really pulled it out of the bag, you know. So there's a total of 13 variants for this one, I believe. And this one here that I like is Philippa Masfora. I believe I could have mispronounced his name, but that was quite a nice variant cover as well. So I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for that one. So what else have we got? Finally, and I told you about this one last week, jump on board, She-Hulk number 1, again Marvel. They're pulling them out of the bag. They really are with their number 1 releases this week. Now I already told you last week, the Adam Hughes variant, which is here, I really like that. Mate, bit of a green goddess going on there. And there are, I think, about 14 variant covers for this one. So I'm personally going to try and get the standard number 1 and the Adam Hughes variant. And I do believe I've pre-ordered the Adam Hughes variant, so I shouldn't have any issues getting that one. So anyway, folks, that's issue number 2 over. Do let me know what you're thinking of these things, folks. As you say, I've introduced the news this week. I've shown you pickups and I've told you what I'm hoping to get and what I think maybe people could be interested in getting, etc. Right? But let me know in the comments, are you enjoying the content? Would you like me to add things, take things away, just keep it shorter, make it a bit longer, go more in depth? Let me know. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe, more importantly, because it costs you nothing. True, really true that. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I've been OG Duffy. You've been awesome. Till next time. If you watch the video and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe for more great videos. Thanks for watching.